Hello my friends, welcome back to Moon Medicine Yoga. I'm Alison if this is your first time here, and on this channel we practice slow flow and gentle yoga inspired by the moon, the seasons, nature, and astrology. If that interests you, then subscribe now to join us on that journey. Today's yoga is inspired by the new moon in Pisces and Pisces season. This new moon ascends in the sign of Pisces, calling us to dive into Piscean themes and wisdom. Pisces, a water sign, is symbolized by two fish navigating opposing currents. With an emotional and spiritual depth, Pisces navigates the ebbs and flows of life, epitomizing the deep, enigmatic, and fluid nature of the sea. The two fish embody the sacred integration of opposites, symbolizing the perpetual tension between light and dark, conscious and unconscious, and the material and spiritual. Pisces reminds us that harmony and wholeness arise from embracing life's contradictions. The glyph of Pisces, with its two crescent moons, one waxing and one waning, mirrors the endless ebb and flow of existence. These crescent moons symbolize transformation, renewal, and the cyclical rhythms of growth and decline, where each ending heralds a new beginning. As the astrological year ends and we transition through the in-between time into spring, we're reminded of rhythms that characterize this season of change. Inspired by Pisces, today's practice focuses on nurturing the lymph system and the feet, parts of the body associated with this sign. Our feet serve as conduits of connection, grounding us to the earth's pulse and anchoring us to the present moment. Just as Pisces honors the ever-changing nature of the universe, may each breath in our practice cultivate a meditative quality, inviting us to embrace life's cycles of endings and beginnings. Welcome once again. Before we begin, like the video and hit the subscribe button. Little things like this really help to support the channel. If you have sensitive knees, I recommend having a blanket or a knee pad handy today. Without further ado, let's begin in a comfortable seat. As you arrive, allow the eyes to close. Bring your awareness to the ebb and flow of the breath. Notice how each inhale melts into the exhale. Sense the pauses between the breaths and allow the cycles to deepen. With a deep breath in, let's bring hands to heart center. Beginning our practice with a Piscean affirmation. In the quiet depths, I find a perfect harmony within myself as the currents of life flow around me. If you have a personal intention for practice, you can bring it to mind now too. And taking that with us, let's blink the eyes open. We'll begin today with a seated warm-up to get the lymph system flowing. Much like the waters of the earth, the lymphatic system is responsible for maintaining fluid balance and filtering in the body. Exhale, interlace the fingers and press the palms away, rounding the spine and bowing the head. Inhale the arms overhead with soft elbows. Exhale, goalpost the arms. Inhale, scooping the hands back to heart center. Let's go again. Interlacing, exhale, the palms press away. Inhale, palms overhead, soft full moon shape. Exhale the elbows wide, opening the chest. Inhale to Namaste, heart center. Continue with your breath, finding emptiness on the exhales and fullness on your inhales. This is your last round. Let's meet with the arms overhead. Deep breath in. Exhale, arms to a T. Take a breath in here, reaching even wider. Exhale, right hand reaches for left knee, left arm reaches overhead. Inhale, arms to a T. Exhale, reverse. Left hand to right knee, right arm overhead. Inhale to a T and begin again. Exhale, right hand to left knee, left arm overhead. Inhale, center. Exhale, left hand to knee, right arm overhead. Keep going. Let's call this dancing koi, mirroring the Pisces symbol of two fish swimming in opposite currents. Inhale the arms wide and pause. Exhale, hands to heart center for a deep cleansing breath. From here, let's move mindfully to all fours. And if you'd like, you can pad the knees with a folded blanket or knee pad like so. Setting up for a side bending cat-cow. Engaging the belly. As you exhale, look over your right shoulder and crunch your right side body as if you're bringing your right hip up to your right shoulder. Inhale back to center. Exhale, left side crunch. Inhale back to center. Exhale, right side looking back. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the left. Move at your pace and think of this a bit like wagging your tail as you move side to side, gently warming with lateral flexion. Inhale to tabletop and pause, preparing for a deep arch release. Cross the feet, placing the top of your right foot on top of the sole of the left foot. And keeping the cross, sit back on your heels, resting hands on thighs. Make any adjustments you need to. Again, we're creating a deep connection with the feet today in honor of Pisces. You can lean forward for less sensation or lean back for more. Breathe through this. To release, inhale, hands to hips and rise to knees. Exhale, uncross the feet. Inhale, arms overhead, interlacing the fingers in steeple. So all the fingers interlace, index finger points. Draw in your navel. Exhale, side bend to the right, waxing crescent moon. From the belly, inhale back to center. Exhale, side bend left, waning crescent moon. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the right once again. Move with your breath side to side for Pisces glyph. Inhale to center, pausing. Exhale, hands through heart center to the hips. Crossing now the top of the left foot on top of the sole of the right foot. When you're ready, exhale, sitting on the heels, resting hands on thighs. Breathing into that deep, soulful release. Leaning forward for less sensation, leaning back for a bit more. To release, hands to hips. Inhale, rise to the knees. Uncrossing the feet. Inhale, arms overhead, interlacing again in steeple, preparing for Pisces glyph. This time, exhale, side bend left first, feeling your hips flow right. Inhale, back to center. And exhale, side bend right. Again, with your breath at your pace, go side to side, keeping the core engaged and the breath slow and deep. Inhale to center, reaching long with the arms. Exhale, hands through heart center to the hips for a final kneeling foot release here. You can bring the knees a little closer together and then tuck your toes. On the exhale, sitting back on the heels, hands on the thighs. Engage the core here. It helps lighten the load on the toes. And if this is too much, feel free to untuck the toes and simply kneel. Breathe with Ujjayi. Create that ocean sound in the back of the throat. To release, exhale, hands to mat. Moving your blanket off to the side. Slowly lift the hips into a forward fold at the back of your mat. Keep a soft bend to your knees. Let the arms and the head hang, shaking out any tension from the arms, the neck, and the head. On your inhale, hands to shins, lifting halfway, looking forward. Exhale, soften the knees and fold. Inhale to rise, sweeping the arms overhead, big reach. Exhale, hands to heart center. Just enjoy the sensation of standing on the feet in stillness. Inhale, hands to hips. From here, take a small step forward with the right foot. And shifting forward, press the top of your left toes into the mat, creating a stretch for the foot and perhaps even the shin. Lean back and forth, breathing into the sensation you create. On your exhale, let's make another step. Left foot swings forward. Shift and press the top of your right toes into the mat. Let's call this walking stretch Pada Pada. Pada is the Sanskrit word for foot, and repeating it like in the recitation of a mala, we invoke a reverence for the feet. On your exhale, taking another step forward, coming to the top of the left toes, this time swirling around on the toes, creating small circles, first in one direction and then the other. On your exhale, taking a final step forward, flipping to the top of the right toes, again to swirl around, making circles, finding a little stretch. Since ancient times, it's common to step on sacred ground with bare feet in order to absorb holy influences. On your inhale, stepping forward into mountain pose, arms by your sides. Saying a quick hello to Toby here, who's visiting. From mountain pose, inhale, the arms sweep high. Exhale, fold, soft knees. Inhale, lifting halfway, flat back. Exhale, step back to plank pose. With knees up or down, lower slowly to the belly. Untucking toes. Inhale, cobra, lift your heart. Exhale, child's pose, our first child's pose of practice. The arms can extend forward, or you can stack your hands to create a little forehead pillow. Breathe deeply down the spine, creating space in your low back, in the side body, and in the belly. From here, walking the hands in, rise up to your heels and swing the legs around to lower onto your back. We'll land with the knees bent and the feet flat on the floor. Walk your heels in close to the bum. Maybe your longest finger can graze your heel, preparing for bridge pose. On your inhale, curling the tailbone under, lift your hips to the sky. And exhale, slowly lower. Moving with the breath. Inhale, peeling the spine from the earth. and exhale to lower. A few more. Every inhale, press away with the feet. Every exhale, feel your low back grounding down. And if you'd like, you can bring the arms into this. As you inhale, the arms go overhead as you lift the hips. Exhale, arms to the side as you lower. 2 or 3 more on your own. On the next exhale, leave the arms by your sides. Just lift the hips for a sustained bridge. Walk the shoulder blades in toward each other. Feel the tailbone curling under as you lift slightly higher onto the tops of the shoulders. Breathing deep. Before lowering, bring your thumbs together under the bum with your palms face down on the mat. Slowly lower the hips so the bum rests on the top of your hands, preparing for fish pose. We're going to draw the knees into the chest. Then sending your toes to the sky. With long legs, slowly lower the legs to the earth, and about halfway down is a tipping point you can use to lift your heart. Walking the elbows towards one another is a way to prop the chest up. Shift your weight back so you can rest gently on the crown of your head, allowing your heart and throat to open. Keep the toes pointed and the breath deep. To release, press into the elbows to lift off the crown of the head. And then lowering down, bend the knees, bring the feet to the floor. You can lift your hips and slide your arms wide to a T with the palms facing up. Heel toe the feet as wide as the mat. Start to windshield wiper twist from side to side. Think about one leg sort of pulling the other through center as you breathe. Inhale the knees to center and pause. Resting the hands now on the belly. Draw the knees into the chest and simply extend your legs to the sky for a restorative inversion. Think about stacking the bones here, adding an element of effortlessness. a final pose to help with lymphatic drainage, any swelling, also creating some relief in the feet. Exhale, bend the knees, reaching through, grab your arches for happy baby, spreading the knees wide. Feel the length of your spine flattening against the earth. You can rock from side to side here too. On your exhale, release, taking shape for Shavasana or final rest, whatever that looks like for you. You can lie flat on your back with the arms and legs extended, floating wide away from the body. Or some people like to lie in the fetal position or on their bellies. Wherever you land, take a few deep and easy breaths to soften the body. Close the eyes and enjoy your rest. Starting now to deepen the breath, bringing the consciousness back into the body. Bend the knees, bringing the feet to the floor, and slowly roll to your right side for the fetal position for today's closing reading. Sing on to me, the song of thy waters, the wonderful song the forever song, the never-ending, never-beginning song of thy waters. Tell me, O stream, the words of thy song, and what are you singing about, and to whom? And the stream replied, to poets and painters and lovers and men with souls, I sing my song. That's by Walter Russell. Very gently press up to a comfortable seat. Bringing the hands to heart center. Thank you for being here and for sharing your practice this new moon and Pisces season with me. Let's bring thumbs to third eye and bow to honor each other in all our relations. Before you go, please like and subscribe. Comment with your favorite pose or movement from today. What resonated with you, I'd love to hear about it. Also, please consider becoming a member of the channel to support this and other moon classes. As a member, you get exclusive playlists and posts, and the higher tiers even get a weekly vinyasa class as well. That's all for today. I love each and every one of you. Thank you so much for 12,000. I'm honored. I will see you again soon on the mat and under the moon.